distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome to the pregame show. I'm AJ Good, getting you ready for all the action going down in southern Middle Tennessee in Week 6 of the high school football season. We start things off with the hottest team in our area right now in Loretto, who is back on the road in region play, taking on Hickman County. Loretto is coming off a huge win this past Friday, knocking off Lewis County at home to improve to 5-0.
It's great. Which we stay disciplined still. We don't over hype ourselves, I guess, but it's definitely a great feeling for this program.
The Mustangs continue to put on complete performances, and Week 5 was no different.
You can't put into words the pride that I have for our defense and how they've played this year from the start to now. I mean, it's just crazy how much we've improved. But again, it goes back to, hey, just play hard. Just play as hard as you can for as long as you can is one of our mottos. And we just talk to them about that, and we don't try to give them a whole lot to think about, just try to get them lined up and get to the ball in a hurry.
The running game got going once again for Loretto, this time led by Nicholas McDowell.
If we can have any role on the team, I think it's a great role, and it's just as long as we have a good game overall rushing, we don't look at individual stats, just overall rushing yards, I think that we all feel great.
Next for the Mustangs will be a long trip to Hickman County and a big test in many ways.
Hickman County has got a good, solid team. They're big, they're physical, got a good quarterback, and it's a big challenge for us because it's a road game. We always seem to play a whole lot better at home than we do on the road, so we can't let down and let a long road trip, because it's about an hour and a half over there, affect us. We just got to get off the bus and take care of business.
This will be a battle of toughness between the two, where only the strong will survive.
We'll continue to play hard, obviously, but, take care of the ball, execute on offense as we have. I mean, be able to run the ball, which opens up our passing game, and then, lining up right. They do a lot of power run game. We're going to be more physical than them if we want to stop them because they come right at you, and the most physical team's going to win. So I would say we got to be physical and get after them a little bit.
Staying in that same region where a big showdown will go down tonight in Hohenwald as Mount Pleasant will put its undefeated record on the line, taking on Lewis County. Mount Pleasant is riding high at 5-0, coming off an impressive win over Summertown.
I think our performance was pretty good overall. We still got lots to build on, but besides that, pretty good game.
Lewis County is sitting at 4-1 after their first loss of the season on the road at Loretto.
Our guys responded in the second half, come out, drove down the field on the first drive, got a stop, and had a chance to take the lead. And that's all you can ask for. We stopped ourselves in the red zone. We've got to be better there. And as you can tell, we're working red zone stuff today. So we're going to be better in the red zone. But just a hard-fought game. Give Loretto a lot of credit.
Now these two will square off at the home of the Panthers in another battle of two very talented squads.
Lewis County is traditionally really good. It's a road game. I imagine it'll be a lot like the game they just played. A heck of a game with them in Loretto. With a lot on the line for the district. So I'm sure they'll be ready for us.
Mount Pleasant, they give the same in terms of offensive troubles as Loretto did. They got speed on the perimeter. They get the ball in space. We've got to do a great job of making tackles, gang tackling the football. And then obviously the same thing. We've got to win the line of scrimmage. I've talked about that to you every game this year, but we've got to win the line of scrimmage. That's the key to our football team.
For each side, it's about getting a leg up on the competition and putting themselves in a great spot for the postseason.
In these big games, it's going to come down to playing sound and just making the least mistakes. Obviously line of scrimmage is going to be big on both sides of the ball. But, as many times as, both teams throw it and spread the ball around, and as hard as the defenses play, it's going to be about, taking care of the football and just putting a clean game together.
Just stay on our game, don't get in our heads, don't mouth off, and then listen to coaching. We should be good.
Now staying in that same region, back into Lawrence County, where Summertown will be looking for its first win of 2023 as they take on Harpeth in their own ballpark. Summertown is coming off a tough loss this past Friday, one they would love to forget.
I feel like we shoot ourselves in the foot. We have a good drive going, we'll get a flag and put us behind the sticks, and it's not ideal.
Up next will be a visit from Harpeth, a battle of teams looking to get back on the right track.
They've been real competitive. They're like us, record-wise, struggling. They do have a win, but they took Mount Pleasant right down to the last minute and a half, 2 minutes of the game. Took Waverly into overtime and got beat by a point. Waverly went for 2 and converted, and so they've been in the hunt and a good competitive team, and it looks to be a good game.
The Eagles will be in their own ballpark again on Friday as they look to give the home fans something to cheer for.
We did a study a few years ago about home field advantage, and the real advantage is being in your surroundings and knowing where everything is, and not, going into a strange place and, looking for the locker room and the bathrooms and the little simple things that we take for granted. And so it was interesting little research, but yeah, it's always better to play at home.
Though the record doesn't show, improvement continues to happen at Summertown as this team continues to make steps in the right direction.
It's just getting better every week. We had some guys I thought that are doing that. I thought our offensive line is beginning to come around a little bit the last few weeks. So I think our blocking's been better. As far as run blocking, we've got some pass protection issues to work out, but just see guys get better. That's the bottom line.
Coming up next, we head on over to Class 5A to check in with Lawrence County, who is on the road at Spring Hill.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Need a trailer? How about saws, tools, loaders, or generators? You can find all of that and much, much more at Old School Rentals. Owner Ryan Smith, located on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the pregame show, now up in Class 5A, where Lawrence County will be back on the road here in 2023. The Wildcats have suffered back-to-back losses, but they'll be looking to get back on the right track and put another region win on the board as they visit Spring Hill. Lawrence County is coming off a tough region loss on Friday night to Columbia, one this group is looking to forget.
I just feel like that we need to just focus on the next game and just get prepared for that. Just leave last week behind and just get prepared for this game.
Up next for the Wildcats will be a trip to Spring Hill, a much improved Raider team.
I think they're a lot like us. They're hungry for wins, and they play hard. I think they're well coached. They got some good athletes. They got some good size. They play a couple of different quarterbacks, so we don't know which one we're going to get there. But they had a really good game with Lincoln County last week.
A chance to get the 2-1 and in the driver's seat for a playoff spot is on the line within the region, and each game matters from here on out.
It's one that we feel like that if we play like we're supposed to, we got a heck of a shot to win this thing, and that's what we need to do is get a region win.
For the region, obviously we got to win this game, then this game got to win for a region too. So this game is very important.
The goal for the Wildcats will be to correct their mistakes and take care of the little things.
Scoring, we got to score on offense. We got our opportunities, and we got to do a better job. Still, do a better job tackling on defense. We're better in spots. We still have too many big runs, to Columbia's running back, and we got to do a lot better job tackling the open field.
Coming up next, we head on over to Class 1A to check in with Richland, Collinwood, and Wayne County.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name-brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster
County, where Richland will be looking to get back on the right track tonight. The Raiders will be hitting the road to take on Huntland in region play, trying to add another win into the win column in the league. Richland is looking to get back on the right track on Friday night, coming on the heels of a tough loss at home last week to rival Cornersville.
We didn't come out on defense. We didn't come out right. You know, it was all mental things we had. I feel like we had effort there. We just didn't finish.
The Raiders have taken that loss to heart, and this week has been tough at practice.
Well, we've done a lot of soul searching, to be honest with you. You know, we played probably as bad as we could have, and they played really good. And there was a difference in the score right there. You know, I told you last week they had a really good running back, and he proved it, and we didn't do much to shut them down. So, but a lot of soul searching and just, you know, trying to get back to our identity and trying to find our physicality and our discipline and that sort of thing so we can play good football.
Up next for Richland will be another region game, this time on the road at Huntland.
It is, but another region game, another very important game as far as the playoff seeding and all that stuff. So, you know, we've got to turn around real quick this week.
The Raiders will be aiming for another win in the region.
Going the distance with local sports. Loretto Mustangs. Summertown Eagles. Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network.
Starters are ready. Official blows the whistle, and it is time for Eagle.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Summertown High School for homecoming and Friday night football action, as Summertown will be welcoming Harpeth in this first fair week Friday night. Got two of them this year, but Summertown at home, and they'll be hosting Harpeth. This is Clint Brazier, along with my good buddy, Mr. Adam Lindsay, and our technical man extraordinaire, Mr. Will Pettis. Adam, looking down these records and stat sheet, Harpeth has one blowout loss.
Yep.
It's to Loretta, at Loretta. Now, they've only got one win on the year, and it was a pretty good blowout win against Cheatham County. The rest, a tight loss at White House Heritage, a tight loss at Mount Pleasant, and a tight loss against Waverly. Summertown, they're 0-5. With that being said, I think the biggest obstacle Summertown's got to get over, the last time Summertown scored was 3 weeks ago when I called that game at Hickman County. So against Loretta, Summertown got beat 35-0. Against Mount Pleasant, they got beat 46-0. So with that being said, Adam, you know we got injuries. You know we're playing a lot of youth, is Summertown. But as Harpeth gets ready to kick this off, Adam, what's Summertown got to do to try to find some points?
I think you pull whatever you can out of the hat. If I've got a triple reverse throwback here, Clint, I do it. Try something early. You know, get the halfback pass. You know, try something in your arsenal. It's homecoming. You're 0-5, 99.9% chance you're not making playoffs this year. Go out and leave it out there. You know, you've got to get something to get this offense going. You know, this Harpeth team I've heard is pretty tough. You know, they played Mount Pleasant to a 4-point game.
Absolutely.
Which you know they have to be fairly tough.
Closest game Mount Pleasant's had this year.
Yes. So here's your kickoff.
It's a good kickoff all the way down to the 10. Ty Bryant's got it. He's trying to turn the edge and find a blocker. Tries to get around, but he's not going to get much more past the 20. That's where Summertown's offense will take over. Speaking of homecoming, congratulations to Miss Libby Kinnick, homecoming queen this year. Will, anybody that wants to go back and watch, you can go back and watch the homecoming festivities as Summertown does them. They do them before the football game, not at halftime, so it's already happened. So if anybody's watching thinking you can hang around at halftime to watch the festivities, we won't. Now, I will have Miss Rue Campbell up here and maybe somebody else for a halftime interview, but so we'll keep you busy during that. But either way, Stoll going to hand off. Good first down positive run there by Logan Love. On the handoff there. Gets about 5 out of it. Make it 2nd down and 5 for Summertown.
And I'll tell you, Clint, even in that blowout loss at Mount Pleasant, Love was the one that really I was impressed with. He worked his tail off that game. He ran hard.
Hey, boys, I've watched that call several times. I'm still trying to find that offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
Stoll going to try to keep that one, go around the right edge, and he's gobbled up in the backfield, so we'll lose yards there. That's going to make it about 3rd down and 7. Summertown with a lot of freshmen as we have to play, and Schaefer is, I see him dressed out down there with a big cast on his left arm. McCrory is out. He will not be playing tonight. So we may see a lot of big Jake Pettis out there tonight. Stout to throw it, Stoll to throw it. He's got a man on the edge. Let's see if we get a holding call or a face mask. We do have a flag. It will be a 1st down if it holds up, if the penalty's not against Summertown. And I don't see any way it could be.
No, I don't either. That was a well-thrown ball. And
good little quick hitter on the out route.
Yep. And that was a great job there by Peyton Niehaus on the reception, man. He got outside quickly and got to those sticks. It's a good job.
Face mask.
Yep.
Oh, on the offense.
They've got the Eagles on the face mask.
That's
so they must. So you think they're calling it on Niehaus, maybe on the stiff arm? They're going to back it up from the spot of the foul. So it's going to be full. Well, let's see. Do you lose the down? Or will you get to play the down again? It'll be 3rd and real long now.
Yes. So that's the
good thing is Summertown didn't lose a lot of yardage. It's still 3rd and very manageable because I guess it was. Adam, you've refereed high school football. Was that an incidental face mask, I guess? Because they only backed it up 5 yards from the spot of the foul.
Yeah,
it wasn't
I think
a 15-yarder.
it is from the spot if it's on the offense there.
Stoll out to Ty Bryant. He's got a man beat.
He's going to
Ty Bryant, as long as there are no flags on the field, Ty Bryant on the quick hitter is going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Summertown. Great play after the face mask and the setback. Touchdown, Summertown. Their first points in 3 weeks. Good way to start out homecoming, Adam. Good way to start out your offense, and when you're thriving for points right now.
Well, they got the ball to their playmaker, and that's what you got to do. You know, that injuries have hurt them, but they found him. Bryant, great run, and I tell you what helped there. So many receivers cut outside. He actually cut back in and juked the defender, and once he got separation, man, he was gone.
Yeah, we'll have to get Will to show that replay here after the extra point attempt. It's up, kicks not, a hold. I don't know if the hold was good or what, but it was very slow developing. The kick won't be good. We're 6-0, but we're watching the replay now, Adam. He put on one heck of a move to just to pick up the 1st down, but as soon as he did, that play was over. And I know his dad's down there listening. And for those Bryant brothers that are down there under that scoreboard together, I say this: them flippos must have a lot of athletic ability.
So you're not saying I'm not going to insinuate what you're saying.
Wave at me, Tanner Bryant, if you heard that. All right. So great start there for your Summertown.
Well, I was talking about trick plays to get you going. Sometimes the best thing you do is just get it to Bryant.
That's right.
I mean, he took care of that.
Well, that run back he had against Wayne County, I remember saying, I'm trying to figure out why he hadn't touched the ball in the first 2 series, and I'm still wondering it.
Yeah. Well, and he needs the space. You got to get him out of space, and they did a good job right there getting him. Once he broke that initial tackle, it was over with.
So Bradley Hoffman on to kickoff for Summertown. If you're just now joining us, 10-10 to go here in the first quarter. Summertown with a opening touchdown on about a 80-yard pass play to Ty Bryant that he pretty much made happen on his own. And that's where we are, Summertown with their first lead in about 3 weeks. Hoffman gets a good leg under it, but if it gets the right bat, no, it's going to roll all the way in the end zone for a touchback.
A nice corner kick. It snuck its way in. That's a good job for that young man.
Now here's the other question mark. I think, Coach, you see a lot of kids coming off the field. I think Coach is trying to at least try not to make a lot of players play 2 ways as much as he can. Now, with all the injuries, I don't know if you can.
Well,
now here's the deal. Defense got to kind of bow up a little bit because we know this Harpeth team, even though they're only 1-4, we know they can score points.
Well, and, we've talked to the third quarter has seemed to be Summertown's, bugaboo, I guess, for the year because of the exhaustion of so many kids playing both ways. Maybe he's thinking, hey, let's get kids more reps here.
Right.
Hopefully keep people fresher. It's a good plan if it works. That could be a
lateral pass.
And it is.
It is ruled a lateral pass. They're going to mark it way back as
I did speak to someone today from Mount Pleasant who watched their entire game, and he was really high on their running back. They really pound the ball a lot, but, of course, they come out with a pass.
Right.
So that's just how it usually works. But
left-handed quarterback, I didn't see his number.
No.
Let's see.
I'll have to look and check on that.
I'm showing Hayden Penrod, number 3, is a quarterback. Let's see who gets behind. And it's Penrod, left-handed quarterback, slung it out to his left on a lateral pass. It got dropped. Summertown ate it up. It's 2nd down and 20. Now they're going to run it up the gut. Summertown does a good job standing him up for a very short gain. That'll make it 3rd and long. You're in business now if you're Summertown.
And if you're Summertown, you can't script a better start. You get the big run by Bryant. You got them 3rd and long here with a chance to get the football back. This is a big possession right here and a big play.
I do want to give the Summertown faithful a huge shout out. It's not easy to bring in a big home crowd when you're 0-5, but they've turned up, especially as Will just said, during the fair. So I want to give a big shout out to Eagle Nation. You are here in force, and this team can hear you, because I know y'all can hear them on this headset I'm wearing. Sling out to the left. Going to be stopped well short of the 1st down. Is number 12, J'Tonio Sims.
And that's Cason Bailey with back-to-back tackles. And, of course, he's got that cast on.
That's something we didn't touch on in our pregame. Summertown really glad to have Cason Bailey back. I know he played last week, but he had to be getting his feet back wet. As you can see on the screen, this is Cason Bailey, number 3, out here to your far left. Looks like he's got an oversized boxing glove on his right hand.
There's a few on this sideline over here that look that way, Clint. I mean, honestly, it looks like – I was thinking when they come out, it looks like a physical rehab center or something.
I'm waiting to see somebody go out there and take the snap with crutches.
Yeah. We've got a whistle. Look like they're stop and play. False start.
Boy, that's tough luck there if you're Summertown, because Bryant was fixing to catch that at the 50-yard line with a lot of room to work. So false start will back Harpeth up. If you can get the same kind of rush and maybe
and I don't
force
know,
it out.
I don't know what type of, work they've done on Summertown, but I'm kicking this thing out of bounds.
Charlie Wilson, he kicks out about the same. Bryant's got it. Yeah. He's got a little room to work on the right side. Either way, if he goes down, Summertown's going to have great starting positions. Bryant cutting the corner, and he gets all the way down inside the 10.
Why do you do that? Can you answer me that, Clint? Why do you kick the ball to that kid? He's just busted 170-something yards.
And you're pinned back, and
I don't get it.
There was really nothing. The worst thing that was going to happen was he fair caught it at about the 40.
Yeah. I mean, and the kid's got confidence now for sure. He should. I don't know. You kind of wonder what type of how much video they watched.
All right, so the ball is on the 6. It's 1st and goal for Summertown here, just on their 2nd drive. They got a big stop, a touchdown on their 1st possession. Stoll in the shotgun. He's got Love right beside him. Going to hand it off to Love, trying to turn the corner, and he's dove in the end zone. Far man says give him 6. That's what we're going to do. Touchdown Summertown for a team that has struggled to score points in their last 2 contests. Have scored touchdowns on their first 2 times touching the football.
Well, to put it in perspective, Clint, they have more points in the last 3 minutes and change than they have in 2 football games.
Absolutely.
I mean, but they look great. They really do, man.
I think Summertown's offense is going to stay on the field after missing the first PAT. I think they're going to go for 2 here, try to make it a 14-0 game. Stoll comes in. Quarterback has got to play. Let's see what we run. They're going to have to do something quick. Play clock's down at 3, 2. They're not going to get it off. Do we have a penalty, or do we get a timeout in first? All right, so now they're going to reset it. I guess they're saying the play clock never started right. Stoll going to keep it, powering up the middle. I don't think he got there. No, they're saying no good. But either way, Summertown with a 12-0 lead. We're going to take a 1-minute break and be right back here on the X Sports Network.
If you're stuck, then you're in luck. Call Tyler McDowell with In-Service Towing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for quick, reliable service. When you find yourself in a bind, In-Service offers full-service towing and recovery services as well as vehicle lockouts, jump starts, and emergency roadside assistance. Family-owned, family-operated. When you need a hand, call In-Service Towing or ask for them by name. Serving Southern Tennessee and North Alabama. Phone number 931-843-9098 or visit inservicespecialties.com.
All right, back at it. 7:34 to go here in the first quarter. And yes, your scoreboard is correct. Summertown leads it 12-0, 2 opening touchdowns. They missed the point after on the first touchdown, went for 2 on the second one and was unsuccessful. So that's why it's 12-0. From Hickman County, Loretta looks like they just scored a touchdown. So they only lead it 7-0 there at Hickman County. Harpeth's going to have a lot better field to work with, and it's even getting better and better. We'll get a hit by Hoffman, but not before number 16, Landon Perry, can get all the way down to the Summertown 35, or Summertown 40. So Harpeth, if they have to punt it this time, Adam, they're going to be in a lot better shape.
Yeah, exactly. I'm curious to see here. I'm thinking they're really going to pound the football here. That initial penalty there on that first possession really set them back. So they're in prime position to get back in this thing quickly now.
Well, it wasn't a penalty. It was just a lateral pass that ended up helping Summertown get minus 10 yards against Harpeth. Yeah. But then they had another penalty that backed the punt up where Ty Bryant ran it all the way down to the 6-yard line. Powering ahead is the quarterback, Hayden Penrod. Gets a lot out of that one. It's about 6 or 7 out of that one. Colton Schaefer, who's already got a broke wrist and a big cast out. Eli Schaefer, excuse me. Colton's big brother. Eli, slow to get up on that one, but he's staying out there. Penrod in the shotgun. He's got Sims right beside him. Now we're going to have a flag, and I don't see how this can't be on against Harpeth.
Illegal participation, I believe. Let's see.
Well, you're the referee. What does that mean?
I'm not sure, Clint. It's been a while. Did we get an announcement over here?
If John did, I didn't hear it, but it backed it up 5, so he must have got more on that first down carry than I thought it was. It was just 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Penrod. The lefty turns and lets it go, and he overshoots his target in number 16, Landon Perry, who had the good kickoff return. That'll make it 3rd and 9. Now, Adam, I would say if you're Harpeth, you're probably thinking 4-down territory here from the 39.
Yeah, I would agree. Because as of right now, if you're Harpeth, what you see of Summertown is an offensive juggernaut.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you think about it, they've only ran one true offensive play.
I don't think you want to get down 3 scores.
No. So, I agree. I think that you go back to the run here and take 2 chances to get it. Their first run was very successful right up the gut.
Penrod moves Sims to his left. Got a man in motion. Going to fake the handoff. Now he's curling out to throw. Got a man all over him. Big sack there by Summertown and number 34, Max Johns, the senior. Now, you might not be in 4-down territory now.
No. Well, the thing about it is here, if you punt the ball to Bryant here, you deserve whatever you get. You kick it out of bounds. Corner kick this thing or something. Worst case, you just kick the thing on into the end zone and let them have it at their 20 or 25.
I'm 100% with you on that one. Say hello to Mr. Westwood. Says he's watching with us. Brandon Harmark says Tyson and a bunch of exclamation marks.
Smart play.
And they do what you just said. They're going to kick that out of
Yes.
bounds. So it looks like some kind of takeover around the 15. Scratch that. Well, he keeps – come on, keep walking, ref. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Yeah,
keep
they'll
coming.
mark
About the
it
20.
Right, yeah, they'll mark it right where it crossed the out-of-bound line, so not bad.
About the same starting position Summertown had on their first drive. And
Hey.
I will say this, guys. I'm not trying to talk bad about the Summertown Eagles, but if you'd have told me we'd have a 12-0 lead with 5:40 to go in the first quarter, I'd have probably took them odds.
Oh, well, I told Will just a little bit ago. I've seen this coming all day, Clint. I knew this was going to happen. I had a premonition. I just didn't want to come out and say it.
I got you. I hope you. Hey, when next time you figure out Powerball numbers, let me know then. Handing it off up the gut to Love. He's going to get rolled over, but not before he gets a really good first down yardage run. Get about 6 out of it. Good positive gain there.
I do have a shout-out, Clint, I want to give.
Go
Before
right
I
ahead.
forget, I'm going to feel bad if I don't. My mom and dad, Doug and Barbara Lindsay, 50 years marriage today.
Congratulations.
And, of course, the one thing they did, bring me into the world.
There you go. That's the most important thing they
Yes.
did.
Oh, look at here.
Love turns the edge. I was worried we might have a block in the back or a hold on Summertown, but I don't see any laundry on the field, so that'll be a first down for Summertown. We'll call that a North End Barbershop close shave first down. It's Angela Gray says she's watching. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that share button, so people know we're on. We only got 34 viewers, and it's homecoming, but I think most people are here.
Yeah, I would agree. Or at the fair.
Stoll. Going to hand it off again. Powering forward. That's number 4. Miles Green.
It's going to be about
Another good first down. Hey, good thing I'm seeing, Adam, is we've only had one play that was negative yards right now.
Well, and if you remember, that's the one play that they went lateral with the ball. They're going north and south. You know, this offensive line is making some holes right here. You know, they come out with a lot of energy. It's amazing, too, what a quick score will do to a team.
Come to give you a little more energy you
Yes.
didn't know you had.
Yep.
All right. Stoll. Hand it off again. Green going to get wrapped up that time. Probably no gain on that one. That'll make it about 3rd and 5.
And if you're Summertown here, I'm going to be honest. I don't like to say this with a 12-point lead. To me, this is 4-down territory for them. I'm looking to score here again, and you got confidence here. I think you use it.
All right. Stoll the shotgun. He's got Love beside him on the right. He's going to hand it off to Love. Love's fine. Or excuse me, that's Green. Turn the corner. Miles Green with a good run there and a good burst. Good cut move. That'll be another first down for Summertown. And I tell you what, Adam, one group that we've not gave some credit to, offensive line's opening up some holes.
They are. Well, and this, you know, these two running backs, you know, they're really moving well through the line. They're making people miss. They're tough. You know, they're running how you like to see these kids run. I mean, it's impressive.
It's going to cause a timeout by Harpeth. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the X Sports Network.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. When you work with a world-class...
All right, welcome back in. 1st and 10 for Summertown. Ball's on the Harpeth 38. Going to do the reverse to Ty Bryant. Ty Bryant's got a corner turn.
Gone.
Off on the races. Give Ty Bryant his second touchdown of the contest. Put Summertown up 3 scores. Adam, you called it. When you saw he turned that corner and had it made, There was nothing there but air and opportunity.
Two things I want to say. Summertown has pounded this ball straight up the gut about 5 straight plays. Harpeth calls a timeout. And what do? What a great call.
Yep.
A reverse. I mean, I'm going to tell
guard.
you. And I can tell you one thing, and I'm going to read minds here. There are 5 to 7 coaches over there on that sideline saying right now, how is this team 0-5? That's what they're saying.
I 100% agree.
You're 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, and they're fixing to drop possibly 20 points.
All right, so Summertown's going to go for 2 again. As the score is 18-0. They failed on every point after attempt so far. Fake the handoff to Love. That play was blown up from the start, but it is 18-0. I tell you what, the only thing Summertown's done bad tonight is 2-point conversion.
Yeah, maybe they should just ask the official if they could back it up to about the 40 and let their 2-point conversion from the 40-yard line.
Right.
Make it long. But like Will, I don't know if you heard Will just then. Crazy. With 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, Summertown has scored 4 more points than Mount Pleasant did.
Absolutely.
Against the whole game.
And scored 18 more points than Summertown has in the last 2 games.
Yes. So.
I do want to give some shout-outs. Susie Hyatt says she's watching. Butch and Carolyn Clark. Butch says Carolyn and I are watching. Debbie Keaton says she's watching. Cassie Holt says you should shout out the Summertown Middle School volleyball team. We are on our way to a tournament, and we are watching. So good luck to our Summertown Middle School Lady Eagles. Take care of business this weekend, and thank you for tuning in. Hate it you can't be here, but I know all about them volleyball coaches scheduling weekend trips, too.
Yeah.
We're the Lady Eagles high school team's playing tomorrow in Franklin. Luckily, they just had a Friday night off.
The only time I've ever had issues with that, Clint, is when they were taking my softball players away.
All right.
That's the only problem.
All right, so Hoffman off to kick things off again. He's already kicked one in the end zone. He's going to pooch this one. Going to take a bounce. Coming up with it is Harpeth, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped. Great job on the coverage there by number 12 for Summertown. That's Eli Schaefer. No, that was number 16. Excuse me. That's Jack Baker, a sophomore. Good job.
But I tell you, it's fun to see the energy this team's coming out with. You know, I think the last 2 weeks you would actually, I was really kind of worried about what their energy level would be, you know, after 2 lopsided losses the last back-to-back. Man, they've really come out playing some really good football tonight.
From Hickman County, looks like Loretta had to settle for a field goal on their second drive. So they're up 10-0 against Hickman County at Hickman County. Good move there by number 16, Landon Perry, as he makes a couple of men miss, turn some positive yardage out of nothing. Make it 2nd down and 5 to go for Harpeth here on this drive. Ball around the 32-yard line. It's Connie Bradburn. Says she's watching.
Don't tell Will. Will, a blocker. He blocked her from a softball by accident one time.
Did you?
One of the nicest ladies I've ever met in my life, and he blocked her.
I'm sorry, Con. I wouldn't let that happen if I'd been in on that. End around. Perry again going to get some positive yardage. Make it 3rd and very short for Harpeth. Give a big shout out there to number 57, Tyler Barnick, sophomore. He's trying to get this Eagle Nation pumped up and loud. Penrod out of the shotgun. Going to power ahead. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. He's brought down by Bailey and, Bailey and number 34, Max Johns. And not before Harpeth picks up the 1st down.
Penrod, like you were saying, Clint, left-handed quarterback, but he's a solid big kid too. I tell you who he kind of reminds me of was what was Summertown's quarterback, you know, Schaefer, previous quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of the weight, size, and everything. He's tough to deal with and tough to bring down when he gets going.
All right, Penrod out of the shotgun. He's got Sims to his right. Going to hand it off to Sims. Sims trying to power forward. Going to be a pretty good 1st down run there. It looks like he's got at least half of it. Make it 2nd down and 5. Stacy Barnick said, that's my number 57, Tyler. going to have to teach our band that you play when the play's not live. There's a whole lot of dead balls you can be playing. But without being said, they do a heck of a job, Adam.
Yep.
Penrod going to power forward on the quarterback keeper. He's going to have another first down, and all of a sudden it looks like Harpeth's starting to exert that wheel.
And I'm going to tell you, too, on that option, Clint, he held that ball into that running back's belly for a while. That's a great job pulling it out and taking off with it.
So best drive so far of the night here in this first quarter. I wonder if they're going to let this take us to the second quarter as it's down to 5, and they will. That will be the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in about 3 minutes getting ready for second quarter action. Stay with us here on the X Sports Network.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633. Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is your one-stop for new garage door installations for all commercial and residential buildings, plus they offer full service on all existing doors. Need a new garage door opener? Truett's Garage Doors has you covered. As an Amar Gold and LiftMaster dealer, Truett's Garage Doors offers the best pricing anywhere in the area. A family-owned and operated business, Truett's Garage Doors has been helping Tennessee and Alabama residents since 1999. Call the pros today at Truett's Garage Doors, 931-201-6464. Fall on the Hill returns to Minor Hill October 7th from 2 to 8 with live music all day, vendors, hay rides, a petting zoo, pony wagon rides, a pop-up paint party, face painting, putt-putt golf, a jams and jellies contest, inflatables, and much more. Plus, don't miss the
All right, back at it. Start of the second quarter. Harpeth starting drive. It's 1st and 10. They're on the Summertown side of the field. Penrod rears back and lets her go. He's got his man, and it's complete. Summertown missed the tackle. Pushing it into the end zone for a touchdown is Landon Perry, his go-to receiver. So Harpeth will not be shut out as on play number 1 here in this second quarter.
Well, that
long pass play. Hey, beautiful pass, beautiful run.
He pump fakes the screen. He brings the DB up and then bolts, lays it out there perfectly. Well-designed play.
A lot of protection, too.
Yes. I mean, that's how it's done right there. Great play call, especially coming right out of the quarter.
All right, so on for the extra point. Number 4, Jasper Tharp, senior, out of Harpeth. Good thing Harpeth's got going for him, Adam, with Summertown not converting on an extra point yet.
Yep.
Only a 11-point game now. Yep. So 18-7 your score. The good thing is, Summertown's look pretty doggone good on offense, and they're fixing to get the ball back. So keep doing what you're doing, and you can win a shootout.
Yeah, if you at this point, whatever you got to do. You know, I'm just curious, can Summertown keep this up? I mean, they've looked great offensively. Question is, can they keep it up? And we'll find out. But they've done a great job so far tonight.
Hickman County did score. It's only 10-7 now. Almost the end of the first quarter at Hickman County. I don't think there is a score yet from Spring Hill, as them and Lawrence County are still knotted up at 0. Kind of also wouldn't be shocked maybe if you see an onside kick or something away from Ty Bryant anyways.
Yeah. You may just be well off, like you said, Clint, either onside kick or just pooch it.
Yeah.
You know, to one of the up men and just take your medicine. I wouldn't want to give that young man an opportunity, as few as I could possibly give him tonight.
Another shout out, Miss Betty Schrader says she's watching. Coach Jeremy Jean, our Lady Eagles basketball coach, is watching. Hello, Coach. Kicks a wobbler, but it does take a good bounce, keep it from going out of bounds. Summertown's got it. Gets a good cut move there. Does Summertown, and Wright Williams, a junior. Summertown's going to have good starting position as it's around the 37. Adam, if you're Summertown, is the first play you're doing is maybe a quick out or a end around to Ty Bryant and see what he can do one more time?
I don't know if it's first play, Clint, but I think it's coming. Any way I can get that young man in space. If you're Summertown, though, like you're saying, you've got to keep pressure on. You have given up a lot of points over the last 2 weeks. I think we know that Harpeth's going to score more points. You've just got to be able to keep up here.
Going to hand off to Logan Love. He kind of gets stopped, but he's found a corner. Turn the edge. He's got a block. He's into the Harpeth side of the field all the way down to the 37-yard line. Good first down run, making something out of nothing for Logan Love. Great job by that young man. Summertown in business again.
Yep. That's another good play call right up the gut. Good blocking. He kind of got stalled there, but kind of got in behind that line and just kind of snuck around, and he was gone before you knew it.
First and 10, Summertown. Ball on the Harpeth 38, 11-11 to go here in the first half. Again, if you're just now tuning in, it is homecoming, but the homecoming festivities were before the game. I will have an interview or two maybe. Bryant got the pass, trying to cut the edge, tiptoes into the end zone. Touchdown, Summertown. Ty Bryant's third of the contest. Summertown hitting on all cylinders.
Hey, great move, but why in the world? I don't know, but that DB over there, man, I don't know if he thought all he had to do was push Brian out, but, man, he tight-roped that sideline.
It looks like Summertown said to heck with 2-point attempts. They're going to try to just get a good snap and a good hold and a good kick by Hoffman and just kick the PAT here.
Well, and you're a two-score game. You're a three-score game now, regardless.
Kicks up. Through and good.
Nice job.
Summertown finally attempts on their first point after attempt. Make it 25-7. We're going to take a 1-minute break and be right back. Stay with us here on the Exports Network.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old-world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family-owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com.
All right, welcome back. Ty Bryant with his third touchdown of the contest. Makes it 25-7. We've got 10:50 to go here before halftime. So, Adam, what we'd said, what I'd ask you to start the contest is how does Summertown score some points because they hung 2 goose eggs in their last 2 contests. We've got 25 points, and it ain't even halftime.
Yeah, they're getting the ball. They're playmakers. I'm going to tell you, too, one thing I've noticed is the quarterback is having time to get rid of the football. That hasn't been the case a lot this year. That line's doing an excellent job as well, so you got to give them credit. But complete effort right now, man. I can't say enough good things so far, but still a lot of football left, though.
All right, Summertown set to kick it off. Now, Harpeth did get some things going. Summertown couldn't stop anything Harpeth was doing the last possession as they finally scored their first touchdown. Get another high kick that's fielded around the 30. Going to be pushed out of bounds just a little shy of the 40. So Harpeth will have good field position to start here with 10:44 to go in the first half. Okay, now Summertown fans, I love y'all, but don't be saying who's your daddy when we're 0-5.
Well, I will say this.
But you got something to get excited about.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the effort. You know, I like the excitement. I do appreciate the excitement. I'll give them that. So.
All right, out of the shotgun is Penrod. Throws a little quick out. Thought that hit the ground, but they're going to say it's a catch, and he's going to power ahead there, his receiver, for about 4 yards.
And if you're Summertown, you've got to be careful there. That's what bit you on Harpeth's touchdown. You're going to get that pump fake on the screen pass, and they're going to go. So you've got to be honest here, and you've got to get up top, help over the top from your safeties.
All right, 2nd and 7. Penrod out of the shotgun. Sims to his right. Got a man in motion. Going to hand it off to Sims. Trying to go around the right edge. Sometimes going to wrap him up.
Nice job.
It's going to be a loss of about 1. That'll make it 3rd and about 8. And the good thing for Summertown is the clock's running.
Yeah.
Schaefer a little slow to get up after making that tackle. But he ain't coming off field.
No. That kid's tough as nails, man. Big play right here. If you can hold him here, I think you can draw a punt if you can keep it 3rd and 8 or
Adam,
at least manage.
I think you've got to know where Landon Perry is and not get beat. Back to throw.
They're looking at him.
Oh, almost had the sack there, did Bailey. He threw that right-handed. The left-handed, excuse me, that's a different quarterback. That's
they brought
Charlie
in.
Wilson.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, they were looking for number 11, which I'm assuming, who is that, Clint, that you were talking about? Number 11.
11 is actually Blake Allison. Number 16 was who I said they need to make sure they know where they are. That's Landon Perry.
Yeah.
Who's been on the 2 long pass plays.
Well,
but,
I'll tell you, that
but
was
I didn't
excellent.
realize it. It wasn't Penrod. It was a whole different quarterback.
They are setting up, at least in punt formation. Let's see if they will go through with a punt here. We have a flag dropped.
I think we're going to have an offsides on. We call it fair catch. Did Bryant, or did they want
false start?
Well, surely Bryant didn't call a fair catch right then. Maybe he did. I don't know. But why? I don't know. I've got a lot of confusion right now. That, to me, I thought that was kind of more of like a free play.
Well, I will tell you this. In high school football, typically, if you call a false start on the offense, the play is supposed to be blown dead.
It is a false start.
Yeah.
It's on Harpeth. Summertown's going to decline it, so they're going to have to take over at where Bryant caught it, which is going to be somewhere.
Common sense would tell me he had to have called a fair catch.
Around the 25.
He had to have called a fair catch because there's no reason to stop that play unless he did.
Lawrence County has scored. They lead it 6-0 at Spring Hill, and kind of what we and all of us on Exports Live think is a must-win for Lawrence County. Loretta has scored again. It's 16-7. Summertown starting on the 25 with 9:03 to go here in the first half. Have it 1st and 10 to go. Running out to the right is Bryant. Making something out of nothing as he powers it down that sideline. Going to get a good first down run there.
He scared me that time, the way he's holding that football.
It was out there a little bit.
Well,
gotten stripped. But,
and he was holding it with his left hand on the inside, too. You'd like to see him switch that to get away from the defender, but another really good run.
Game we had of note, too. Lewis County leads Mount Pleasant 8-0 with 6:37 to go in their first half. So Mount Pleasant having a hard time scoring the football against Lewis County.
And I'll tell you, though, Clint, Lewis County, Mount Pleasant with that high-powered offense, I think a team that would give Mount Pleasant trouble, would be that top team. It's going to just, really power the football, run it.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them giving them some trouble. I'm just curious if they could do it the whole game. But
Love trying to get around the corner, and he's going to be shy of that first down, as I think he might have only got back to the line of scrimmage. Yep, and it will be 3rd down and 2. So Summertown jeopardy here of punting for the first time.
This is a big play if you're Summertown. If you can get this first down, that's going to give you at a minimum 4 more downs to eat up more of this clock. You can get this thing push it down, push your possession down almost to halftime.
Mm-hmm.
So it's big here. You don't want to give Harpeth football back here if you don't have to.
Harpeth will get it in the 3rd quarter to start. So let's see what Summertown dials up. Brian in motion. Oh, no, Stoll fumbled the football, and I think Harpeth's come up with it.
They do.
And they did.
That's a killer.
Stoll having a hard time getting up. that might have been more pride than it was hurt.
Yeah.
As it wasn't a bad snap, it just kind of went through his hands and come out.
Well,
so.
Stoll was moving. Go ahead and basically go ahead and get the play started before he secured the football. He was just in a hurry there, and that could be crucial in this game.
First miscue of the night for the Summertown offense. And I'm going to blame that on our band. You can't be playing when we're trying to go for a third down. I mean, we need to know what the snap count is now. We'll have to talk with our band directors, especially by the time basketball season gets here.
Yeah.
Penrod back in the game. He's going to tuck it and run, powering it up the gut. He's going to power it for a good first down run. .740 to go. Clock is ticking, but Harpeth is in business right here. Ball's on the 24 of Summertown after the turnover by Summertown. Penrod with Malk beside him. Going to hand it off to Malk. Powering up the middle, nothing there. Good tackle by Jeffrey Stoll. Senior defensive lineman and offensive wide receiver. That tells you how we have to work up here.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, though, too, Summertown's doing a great job, too, of subbing in defense here. I think they're doing a much better job at trying to keep fresh guys in there. It's been effective so far.
Low snap, but he's got it. Looking to throw his Penrod. He's got a man out there, but it goes through his hands.
Drops it.
Trying to hit number 24, Otis LaRouche.
That ball was right on the money, too, Clint.
You think I said that right? Otis LaRouche.
Let me see which one we
got. 24, Otis LaRouche. That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, that sounds
right there.
good to me.
That sounds like an old Cajun football player right there. Let's see. Lawrence County has scored again. They've made it 14-0 at Spring Hill. I don't know if I gave that update already, but I want to say hello to Mr. Doug and Paula Lucius, Miss Paige Davis, Miss Gretchen Brazier says they're watching. Thank you for tuning in. All right, going to go for it on fourth down and short. Penrod's going to pick up the first down just on the quarterback keeper. And Adam, the way his two runs have been successful, I don't know why you don't run that out the rest of the half.
I think if you have any crucial play the rest of this game of anything inside of 5 yards, you run him because they haven't been able to really, truly stop him yet.
Plenty of time left as well. Penrod out of the shotgun. He's going to tuck it and run again. I think I've kind of saw that coming.
Yeah.
He's going to be short of the first down, but he's going to get a pretty good chunk again on that first down run. It said the ball was on the 10, so it was first and goal. That's good news for Summertown is they had to go 10 yards to get a touchdown. But the bad news is he just got 6, so it's only second down and 4. They've got 3 downs to get 4 yards, and the way Penrod's just kind of moving that pile, it's going to be tough for Summertown to stop. Need a penalty, need a big play if you're Summertown. Malk beside Penrod out of the shotgun formation. Handed off to Malk. He's going to power forward for another short gain, but it's going to put Harpeth almost down on the 1. So you know you're in 4-down territory here. Harpeth's got 2 plays to pick up a touchdown.
Well, if I'm Harpeth, and that means to me that I've got 2 chances to run Penrod. Honestly. So yeah, I think you just got to be ready for it here. It's going to be tough to stop that young man, at least from what I've seen so far on back-to-back plays when you only need a yard.
Same formation. 2 receivers out right, 2 receivers out left, but I think everybody here in the ballpark knows what's coming. Penrod's going to get behind center, push it up the gut. Nobody has signaled touchdown yet. They're going to say Penrod was short. So pin your ears back now if you're the Summertown defense and bring the house, because you know they're going for it. And I'd say we know who they're going for it with. Here's my thing, Adam. I don't bring him under center. I let him catch it out of that shotgun and read where he wants to attack.
I think he gives him more of an opportunity. But now I can tell you that line's going to be crushed. They're going to collapse inside that line here. This is a big play. You wonder, do you try to go back up the middle again or try to go around an edge?
I formation. Ooh, we're going to have a lot of false starts. Now Summertown did jump, but let's see if, they're going to say false start on Harpeth. Will thinks they're going to kick a field goal. I don't know if they're going to.
I think there's some discussion here on who this is on.
Well, the line judge on this end came in, with his, signaling false start.
Yeah.
And Harpeth looks like they're backing up. Big shout out to Mr. John Daniel. Doing a good job, as always, as our public address announcer. Loretta scored again. They've made it 22-7. I tell you what, boys, we hate to brag on Loretta much just because it's stinking Loretta. But, Adam, I'm going to tell you, they may make a run, and they got a chance to make a run in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was really impressed with them, man. They're well coached, too. They were fun to watch. They're going to go for it here.
All right. Hickman County's going to go for it. It'll be 4th down and goal from the 6. Penrod out of the shotgun. Going to power ahead. Taking it on his own. He's going to be stopped short. Big defensive stand by the Summertown defense as they'll take over on downs after the turnover on penalties. And I think now we've got a squirm on the field. We got some flags being thrown. Let's see who they tag it with. Hopefully it's offsetting at worst.
Well, I think
of course, the good news is for Summertown, they can't back them up too far because we're almost in the end zone anyways.
Well, and I'm wondering what happened was I think the ball was fumbled. But I think it was fumbled after he was on the ground. Well, of course, they pick the ball up and take off. What do you do, right? I mean, you've got to go after the guy, and I think it got a little chippy. But we'll see what they're going to call here. Either way, it's after the play.
That's right. It's not going to bring Harpeth's offense back on the field.
And I'm going to tell you, we've talked about Penrod.
They're waving the flags off. First down, Summertown. Here we go.
Yep.
Now, here's the good news. Summertown stopped them on down. Bad news is they're going to have to start with the ball on about the 6-yard line, Adam.
If you're Summertown, though,
I don't think you overcoached this one.
No, after that costly turnover, you were given a gift there anyway. You're lucky.
I don't think you run anything very slow developing right here.
No.
You try to go between the tackles and maybe just get something to work with. Now, watch I say this. Watch this quick out, Ty Bryant, and him go 90 yards.
Or watch them do a pump fake here for on the screen and just drop about a 50-yard bomb.
All right, Stoll in the shotgun. He's got Love beside him to his right. He's got Bryant and Stoll out to the right. And he's got Niehaus all alone out to the left. Clock is stopped right at the 4-minute mark. I think Summertown would be very happy going into halftime 25-7. But the good news is the way they've moved the ball, if you can get a little chunk right here, Adam, you've got plenty of time.
Your goal here is to get a first down.
Your goal
that's
here
your
not
goal.
To turn the ball over.
Yeah, don't turn the football over, and if you've got 3 plays to get a first down.
Scratch and Brazier says, go D, get them Eagles.
And I'm going to tell you, we've bragged on Penrod all night, and he's done a great job running the football. But that's an awful big ask, fourth and goal from the 6. I'm just telling you, your quarterback right up the middle, that's a big ask. As good as he is, man.
You know, they tried a formation that got them a false start that had 3 backs and Penrod under shotgun. That took away 3 blockers, Adam.
Yep.
And I kind of question that play call. I don't like to question coaches on the air because Lord knows I ain't no football coach. Love has got a corner turn. He's going to have a first down on play number 1. As long as we don't see any laundry on the field, and I don't. So good first down run for Summertown. They've got some breathing room now, and they've also got 3:53 to play with 3 timeouts at them. I think you kind of change your tune now.
Yeah, I think you do. That's a big run right there. Summertown's done a great job using their speed tonight, which hasn't always been the case all year, but they've been able to get to the edge and cause a lot of trouble for Harpeth. Looks like we might have a injured Harpeth player. They're going to help him off the field. Well, I'm not really sure what's going on right here. The clock stopped. They haven't issued a timeout. Finally, he rolls it.
All right. Stoll the shotgun. Hands off to Love. Love got rolled up very, very awkward right there.
That didn't
the
look
ball
good.
did come loose.
I wonder if Love's okay.
He's jumping up, but man, he went down real awkward.
That didn't look good. I think he's going to need a break for a second.
84, we second down and 6 for the Eagles.
I don't know who this is that's texting me, but I have somebody that's said, I heard the girls' basketball team was Yellow Belly. If you're scared, say you're scared. I said, who's this? They said Lawrence County. And so they sent me a text saying, if you're scared, say you're scared. And I asked them who this was, and they just said Lawrence County. So I guess they're scared to say who they are. I don't know who it is. Summertown with another first down there, 2:52.
I think Summertown will be more than happy to take a score here, but I don't think that's their ultimate priority.
Let's see if Summertown gets in any kind of urgency. We're not. We're going to get a timeout by Summertown, talk things over. Two and a half to play here in the first half. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on the X Sports Network.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg. Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living.
All right, back at it. Handing off to Green, who's been. He gets a good first down yardage, almost to the 50. He'll go down about the 49-yard line. Clock will start when the referee sets it.
I can tell you, Bryant has hurt them, on the screen passes and a few other things, the reverses. I'm wondering here if you don't take a shot and look deep. You're in a good predicament here. It's only first down. You're fixing to be inside of 2 minutes. Worst case, it's incomplete. I wonder if they'll take a shot here.
Man in motion, going to pitch it out to him. That's number 11, Ethan Couch, trying to turn the corner. He does get some positive yards there as he gets about 5 out of it. Lewis County, man, they are just wide open against Mount Pleasant. They lead it 22-0.
Really?
Almost halftime there.
Unbelievable.
Loretta still up 23-7. Lawrence County up 14-6 as Spring Hill has scored.
Summertown's going to get a timeout.
And another timeout by Summertown with 1:18 to go. We'll stay right here with it. Remind everybody, stay with us. We're going to have Carly Campbell at least here on at halftime. I'll try not to talk to her during the ring celebration because Summertown tennis team will be receiving their state championship ring here at halftime as well. We'll try to, Will, as he always does, we'll have that brought to you where you can see that and hopefully hear that.
It would lead you to believe if Summertown calls a timeout here, they're looking to take a shot. Because if you're just intent on running this clock out, Clint, you think you just go ahead and let it go.
Right.
Yeah, I'm curious here. I'm not wondering if you don't take a shot here, maybe, or at least some pass play decently down the field, something deep, and then in worst case, it's incomplete, you punt. maybe corner kick this thing out of bounds, give Harpeth way less than a minute probably here to do something, and just let your D do its job. But
well, the good thing is it's just 1:18 to play. I think the main thing you're doing is not turning something over that they can return.
Yes.
Let's see. Out of the shotgun. Stoll. Got it. Quick out to Ty Bryant. He's going to be wrapped up there. He does power forward. He's going to be close to the first down. I think he's got it.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. Yep. The official came in stopping the clock here on this end. They say he's got it. Nice job. Clock is now inside of a minute.
All right, 2 receivers out to the left. Niehaus out to the right. Stoll going to hand it off to Love. That play's drawn up. Going to get a offsides on Summertown. Well, he gave offsides. Offsides on Summertown. You don't just see offsides on the offense.
I'm going to tell you, Clint, I believe that was your throwback halfback pass right there. He was reared back, fixing to let it loose.
He was cutting back to pivot and turn and chunk that ball loose to Niehaus.
Yeah, I love that play call. That looked like what he was doing.
So Summertown with a 1st and 15. I'd say you're probably going to see one more go-for-it ball, and then you're probably going to see some running the football.
Yeah.
You do have a timeout left if you're Summertown.
Just see if you bust something here and see what happens maybe.
Going to hand it off up the middle. Not much going there for Love as he's wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Summertown going to take their last timeout. Of course, there's 23 seconds, and Stoll's got a cannon.
Yeah.
I don't know that I wouldn't let that run down a little more before I use my last timeout if I'm going to heave one. But hey, I'm not the coach. He may have 3 plays drawn up to run in 23 seconds.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. I think this may be a play where you try to go down the field again. You complete it, great, but you've got to get on the ball quickly to either spike it or something. But worst case, it's incomplete. You just run the ball the final 2 times and make Harpeth have to use their timeouts.
Yeah.
Worst case is you run the ball 2 times, you get out, walk away into halftime with a 25-7 lead. Not bad.
Right.
And he may just be telling them right down there right now, we're going to hand this ball off, a simple run. Here's the play call, and if any of y'all fumble, I'll kill you.
Right.
He may, but like you were saying earlier, Clint, ball security is huge right here. You got a chance to run into this locker room up 25-7.
It's your worst nightmare if you do something real dumb and give them a chance to run something in here.
Yes.
And get the ball back coming out after halftime. Referee has blown it dead even after it was set. I don't know what the head man's doing. Had to have a little conference, but either way, here we go. Stoll in the shotgun, Love to his left. He's running out to his right. Stoll just going to keep it. That was a keeper all the way. He's trying to get, well, it looked like he was trying to get out of bounds, and he held up.
Yeah.
And now Summertown can't stop the clock.
The clock has been stopped, though.
So maybe he did get out of bounds. We can't really tell. It's opposite from us, so he might have got out of bounds, but he broke down like he was trying to get tackled inbounds. So that kind of broke me down, kind of messed me up there.
Of course, only about a 2-yard gain on that run. Really not much there.
So what are we seeing here? Just a deep heave?
I don't know at this point, Clint. I'm so confused. May just be another run.
3 receivers out here to the right, just going to hand it off to Love. He's trying to tuck it in, just ball security. He gets cracked down. And that's what will take us to halftime. Great start for Summertown here in this first half. They lead at 25-7 as we head into halftime. Stay with us. We've got an interview and some ring ceremonies to take place. We'll be back in about 2 minutes here on the X Sports Network.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town when you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on.
Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
All right, welcome back into Summertown High School. I'm joined now by Miss Carly Rue Campbell. Carly, senior year, we've won, 5 in a row?
Yes.
5 in a row state golf championships. You're trying to win your 5th in a row. We start district play next week. What are we looking forward to district-wise? How good do we feel, especially on the girls' side? I'll get you to answer some questions on the men's side here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But how's the girls' golf program right now, or are we feeling good going into tournament time?
Oh, we're feeling great. Everybody has been playing really well. We had one of our best matches of the season the other day. So
that was against who?
I think Hickman, Loretta, and I'm not sure the other one.
I got you, but scored well.
Yes, had our record that time. So feeling really good going in.
I got you. Also had a homecoming queen, one of your teammates, Miss Libby Kinnick, tonight.
Yes.
You're here to cheer her on.
Of course.
All right. They're honoring our state championship tennis team. Rue, I'm going to get you to just hold tight, and I'm going to turn your mic off and just leave mine on where we can hear the ring ceremony here. Just stay right here with us.
All right.
District champions, region champions, sectional champions, and the 2023 TSSAA Class A Team State Champions. This team has not lost a single match since 2021 state finals, where they finished runner-up. Tonight, the team and coaches will be presented with their state championship ring by Summertown High School principal Brian Porter. Miss Michaela Chapman. Ansley Pennington. Ella Busby. Kate Dow. Lily Emerson. Lily Emerson, I'm sorry. Miss Hope Jones. Miss Annalie Kelly. Miss Emma Perry. Miss Libby Kent. Miss Gracie Kelly. Assistant coach, Miss Hope Perry. And head coach, Andrea Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, in tennis, there is a team state tournament and a separate individual state tournament. The Lady Eagles doubles team of Annalie Kelly and Gracie Kelly will be honored tonight as well. With a season record of 21-0, these ladies were district champs, region champs, and the 2023 TSSAA Class A Girls Doubles State Champions. Miss Gracie Kelly has won her third double state championship in a row, winning in 2021, 2022, and then again this year, 2023. Gracie also holds the school record for the most state championship rings in Summertown High School history with 9 championship rings. Tonight, these two ladies and their coaches will be presented with their state championship rings by Summertown High School principal, Mr. Brian Porter. Miss Annalie Kelly. Oh, we've already done that, sorry. You're ahead of me.
All right, welcome back in. Sorry, I had to take a little break there. They got on it quicker than I thought they were going to, Rude. But you said you had your best match. You feel pretty good about the girls' squad going into district play. When does district play open? I know it's going to be at Lawrence County, but when do you start next week?
We start on Monday.
Okay, so pretty soon.
Yes.
All right, it'll be Monday. Now, tell me a little bit about the boys. Of course, we all know Coleman was a state champion last year. The team made it to the state tournament. How's the men's squad doing, and how good do you think they feel going into district tournament?
They're doing pretty good. We've really been, kind of finding everybody's weakness and really working on it, practicing it at practice. You play golf. Short game is a big thing, so we've been –
and the less you play like me, it's terrible.
Yeah, we've just really been focusing on that on the guys' side, just picking up those strokes on some silly mistakes. So they've been getting better. They've been doing well. Cole has played as good as he always does. Right. You know him. So they're feeling pretty good. They're doing pretty well. So I'm excited to see how far they go.
I got you. Well, last thing, answer me this. Did Dad put you in on the boys' team? For one,
he did.
Yes. And you and Cole tied low medalist?
He beat me that day.
Okay. Well, you shot 36 though, if what I remember, right?
I think so. Or I think it was 38.
Okay. Well, that's still pretty good from the tips.
Yeah, I kind of was smack talking a little bit, and then I got put on the back tees, and
I got you.
That place is a different course from the Blues versus the Reds. So.
All right. Well, if all goes well, is district tournament. You win that, do you get to host, or is it already a set place where we're going region?
It's already set. It reverses each year. So this year we'll play at Henry Horton, and it will be on Friday.
And that is a course you all know pretty well.
Yes.
Pretty long course, got greens the size of Texas on them.
Yes, for sure.
But it's a course I think you all think you can probably score on as well. All right, well, Rue, we're going to try. I've already talked to AJ. We're going to try to get some coverage as far as, hopefully, knock on wood, don't want to jinx anything, but state tournament coverage this year as well. So good luck to you and your crew. And, hey, before long, we'll be talking to you at big basketball season.
Yes, we will.
All right. That's Carly Rue Campbell.
All right.
This is Clint Brazier. We got about 8 minutes left. Will may bring you in, let you listen to the band here for a little while, but we're going to take a break and pay some sponsors as well. Stay with us. We'll be right back. I didn't have no problem asking.
Yeah, you just tell me. I'm going to talk about the weather if I need to. They're going to get together. So you have some guys are on. They're going to give you one more meeting for the state, and then we'll have it as soon as possible. Yeah, he is two labors. He's powering through the state, and then we'll have to get through it. If he doesn't, it puts him on the wall.
to change your career or to go back to school, the decision to go back to school wasn't easy. Look at me, a wife, a mother, a degree in dental for 17 years. But here I am at LTC, studying towards a career in cosmetology, and it's been the best decision I have ever made.
Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost everything, well, Teneke Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something totally new, or can do it for you room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint or a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Teneke has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Teneke Properties. Visit Teneke.com or phone 931-244-4602. Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is your one-stop for new garage door installations for all commercial and residential buildings, plus they offer full service on all existing doors. Need a new garage door opener? Truett's Garage Doors has you covered. As an Amar Gold and LiftMaster dealer, Truett's Garage Doors offers the best pricing anywhere in the area. A family-owned and operated business, Truett's Garage Doors has been helping Tennessee and Alabama residents since 1999. Call the pros today at Truett's Garage Doors, 931-201-6464.
Arctic.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome to the halftime show. Now checking in with everything going down in college football this week. Starting first and foremost from North Alabama, Lincoln Catholic, Raleigh State, taking on UT Martin. It'll be a day of celebration on Saturday night as UT Martin comes to town. The 2003 National Championship team will be honored. The Lions will host a 2-2 overall, while the Skyhawks will come in at 2-1 so far on the season. UT Martin will be a big test for the Purple Swarm defense. The Skyhawks have scored over 38 points in the last two games. It'll be a challenge on both sides of the ball for UNA, and head coach Brent Dearman says his guys need to be ready.
UT Martin's probably the best team we've played up to this point on our schedule. Tons of respect for the other four teams we've played, but I think Martin has a lot of team speed. They can give you some issues with the different schemes they run on offense and defense. I think they're pretty solid up front on both sides of the ball, so we've got to bring our A game. I understand you got a really good opponent coming into Raleigh, but we got to defend our home turf.
Talk about the
This is Jason at Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg. For over 90 years, Volco has been a family-owned company. We're proud of our past and excited about our future. We're open to the public for wholesale and retail trade. We carry product lines such as Milwaukee tools, Lucas Oil and Malco products. We carry all major brands of lubricants like Shell Rotella, Avalon, Castrol GTX, Mystic, Motorcraft, Valvoline, Kindle, and Mobil. We here at Volco offer a complete line of car detailing supplies, shop supplies, tire repair products, and lawnmower supplies. Check us out online at VolcoAutosupply.com or at 416 Buffalo Road here in Lawrenceburg.
Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is your one-stop for new garage door installations for all commercial and residential buildings, plus they offer full service on all existing doors. Need a new garage door opener? Truett's Garage Doors has you covered. As an AMAR Gold and LiftMaster dealer, Truett's Garage Doors offers the best pricing anywhere in the area. A family-owned and operated business, Truett's Garage Doors has been helping Tennessee and Alabama residents since 1999. Call the pros today at Truett's Garage Doors, 931-201-6464.
Whether you're shopping in Lawrenceburg, Loretto, Summertown, or Mount Pleasant, Tegan's Food Stores has you covered with the best quality food at the best prices. From Cash Saver to Superama and CB Foods, stop by your neighborhood Tegan's Food Store today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back to the halftime show, now checking in with the SEC, where Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and Alabama will all be busy. Starting in Knoxville, where the Vols will be back in Neyland Stadium on Saturday, UTSA will come to town, who have been struggling at 1-2 so far. The Roadrunners will be without some key players on both sides of the ball, though they still pose a threat as a dark horse to win the American Athletic Conference. But head coach Josh Heupel says his guys need to focus on themselves.
They're a little bit different. At the end of the day, you got to prepare for both of them. At the end of the day, it's a lot about us, though, too. The things that we showed up last week, we got to be disciplined and go make plays. And that comes down to winning one-on-one situations.
Over in Nashville, where Vanderbilt will be back in their friendly confines on Saturday. It'll be the Commodores' first foray of 2023 into the SEC as they host Kentucky. The last two games have not been what Clark Lee and company have expected, with losses to Wake Forest and UNLV, and he says his guys need to clean up their act.
Just like the last 2 weeks for us, it's about now what we make happen on game day, and we know we have to play mistake-free. It's not going to be perfect, but we have to eliminate some of the self-imposed wounds. We have to defensively play within structure and cap vertical shots. And if we can do those two things.
25-7 your scores. We get ready to start the second half. Some first half stats for us. Summertown, 8 first downs to Harpeth's 5 in the first half. Rushing in yards, Summertown 21 for 170, Harpeth 14 for 40. Averaging 8.1 for Summertown and 2.9 for Harpeth. Passes completion 4 for 5 Summertown. Harpeth 5 for 8. Passing yards, Summertown has 117 yards, and most of that's Ty Bryan, Adam.
Yeah.
Harpeth with 58. Turnovers, Summertown does have 1 to Harpeth's 0. Well, that should probably say 1 for 1 because Harpeth did turn it over on downs. Summertown tries a little squibber. Harpeth's just going to fall on it around the 35. Third down conversion, Summertown was 3 for 6. Harpeth's 2 for 6. Fourth down conversion, Summertown 0 for 1, Harpeth 1 for 3. Sacks and yards lost, Summertown 0 for 0, Harpeth 1 for 10-yard loss. So there's your first half team stats. I will point this out. Summertown receiving Ty Bryant. Well, doesn't have it on there, but he's got to have around 100, Adam. I'll say that.
At least.
Ty Bryant with 3 touchdowns there in that first half if you're just now joining us. Also, if you're just now joining us, Libby Kinnick, she was our homecoming queen. That all happened before kickoff. Summertown does it before the contest, not at halftime. We did have a ring ceremony where our Summertown tennis team received their rings. I want to thank Miss Carly Rue Campbell for coming up and being interviewed here at half. I also want to thank Coach Greg Burleson, Mr. Brian Porter, and Miss Kim Bright, our 2 assistant principals and principal that I bragged on probably every broadcast I have, and I'm going to brag on them again. They provided food for everybody working tonight, had barbecue. Coach Burleson smoked a lot of stuff, and it was really good eating. So thank you to that staff. Just keep doing what you're doing. I may come back next year, Will, if they keep that up.
You think we could get them to do that every Friday night?
Yeah.
That'd be
I
nice.
did tell Mr. Porter, I said, man, we might need care for Friday night homecoming. He said, that's the thing to think about, ain't it?
Yeah. You know, I'm wondering, too, Harpeth's moving the football a little bit here, but they've got it down. It's about 3rd and 1, but that clock is rolling. They're going to have to get back in this thing. It is a 3-score game, trailing by 18, so they've got to get moving here a little bit, have some urgency.
Wrapped up in the backfield. Going to be Harpeth.
That was a very slow developing play, Clint, and Summertown did a great job getting penetration there. Looks like they're bringing a punt team in. If you're Summertown here, this is big.
I don't even know if you put somebody back to return it.
I don't know either. I agree.
I don't know how safe you don't try to play right here.
Yeah.
You do have a man that's punting it that we've saw at least in one series play quarterback.
Yep.
But he'll let that one fly. It's a good punt.
They
go out of bounds at around the 30, so that's where Summertown will take over. I do want to give a big shout-out to former Summertown Lady Eagle and standout, Miss Hannah Lindsay, who's here beside us. Hannah, say hi to everybody. Miss Hannah Lindsay, I got a big bear hug from her earlier. But state champion in softball. Now a player at UT Martin.
Southern.
UT Southern, excuse me. Hit her first dinger the other night.
She says she's in really good shape now, Clint. She said she don't know how good they're going to be, but she said this is the most she's ever run
this
in her
is
life.
This is not against Coach Greg Burleson. This is, but she must finally have a good coach. And I'm saying that because me and Adam's always been her coach.
Well, I asked her.
Besides Coach Burleson in high school ball. So.
I asked her one time. I asked her the other night. I said, "What do you think about your coach?" She said, "Well, she can be a smart aleck at times." And I said, "Well, I'm hard to believe you know anything about it."
At least you know how to handle that, huh? All right, Love's going to take that off the edge. Not getting much there. It'll be second down and 10 or a very long 9. Clock's at 9:20.
And if you're Summertown, you just want to continue to be aggressive. Protect that football, but you want to put pressure on here.
Loretto looks like they're opening it up. It's 30-7 at Hickman County. Don't have a score for Lawrence County just right yet. Niehaus, he's going to try to run the same play on the end around. That's Couch. He's going to be tackled for no game there, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. Say hello. Debbie Keaton says, great job, Eagles. Angela Smith says, go Eagles, we believe. John Adams says, just run the clock. Donna Freeman Rich says, go Eagles.
I don't think you're going to see a very risky play call here. We'll see. 3rd and 10.
Going to hand it off to Love. Very conservative that time is Summertown. Love still hasn't went down, but now he finally will. He's going to be well short of the first down. Might have got about 2 out of that, but that's going to bring on Summertown's first punt of the night.
Yeah, Love ran about 25 yards right there to gain 2.
I say it'll bring Summertown's first punt on the night. I don't see anybody going out there to punt.
Uh-oh.
Now,
here we go.
I was going to say, wait a minute. Play clock's down to 10. Sometimes going to have to hurry up and get on it. Hoffman back to punt. We're at 5 seconds on the play clock, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Going to have to hurry it up. Well, I don't know why that took us that long to get. Well, play clock. Referee must not be using the play clock.
Yeah, it have to be. I don't know what's going on with that.
All right, so good return there as number 16, a good receiver there and target Landon Perry for Harpeth. He's going to take it all the way down to the 50. So great starting position for Harpeth.
Yeah, I'm with you, Clint. I don't think they're using the play clock. There's no way you don't.
There's no way they
throw
got
a delay
off.
a game right there. That thing was on 0 for close to 4 seconds before it was snapped.
All right, out of the shotgun is Penrod. Got a man in motion. Going to fake it. Look back to throw now. Got his receiver, but a good open field tackle there by Ty Bryant. Reception was by Blake Allison. Going to get about 4 out of that one on first down.
Summertown's done a great job on those screens all night. But, of course, you know, the one touchdown they got bit.
Yep.
I'm wondering if that's not coming here because they're going to have to.
Eventually, they're going to fake that screen again.
Yeah, I
and
can
then
see
chunk
it coming.
deep.
I mean, you've thrown it really, truly deep one time tonight for a touchdown. I mean, you got to think it's coming again here.
Same setup, man in motion again. Penrod's going to hand it off to his running back that time. He's going to be powering ahead. Going to be close to the first down, but a little short. That was number 12, J'Antonio Sims. Third and short, but you're definitely in 4-down territory if you're Harpeth, especially with 6 minutes to go and a 25-7 score. Susie Hyatt says, do you know the Lewis County Mount Pleasant score? Last time we saw it, Susie, it was almost 22 to nothing as they're starting the second half. So Lewis County kind of dominating Mount Pleasant right now. Screen out. That's going to be the first down and then some. Back to his go-to receiver, Landon Perry. So a first down there for Harpeth. Lawrence County still leads 14-6. It looks like they're getting ready to start the second half at Spring Hill.
You've got one-on-one out here on the edge with no deep safety.
Going to hand it off, though, but he's got a gap. Punching it all the way into the end zone, pretty much untouched, is J'Antonio Sims. Walk-in touchdown for Harpeth as they'll strike first here in this second half. Make it 25-13 with the extra point upcoming. You would have to think, with a pretty good kicker, that Harpeth would be going for 2 here to make it a 10-point game.
Yeah. The young man has a pretty good leg, too. You would think you have to go for 2 here.
Because, if you get the extra points, you're still down
11.
I mean, there's no difference in 11 and 12, but 10 is a good difference.
Yeah.
And looks like Penrod's come back on. So as I kind of predicted, I think they will be going for 2, and they will. Sims in right beside Penrod in the shotgun. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right all alone. Got a man in motion. Rolling to his left is Penrod, looking to throw. Gets hit as he throws. That pass going to be broken up, incomplete. Good stand by the defense again, as they keep it a 2-possession game, but it has to be 2 touchdowns. 5:06 to go. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the X Sports Network.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
All right, back at it. Harpeth just scores the first touchdown of the second half. They narrow it down to a 12-point lead for Summertown, 25-13. Summertown coming off of their first 3 and out, so we're going to try to get something going here, maybe a little more productive offensively. But first, they've got to field a kickoff. Now, that kickoff's up, and it's deep. Bryant's under it, and he's got it. He will return it. Looking for an edge. Turns the corner. Makes one bad miss, but not the second, as he gets down to close to the 25, and that's where Summertown will take over. 4:57 to go here in the third quarter.
And Clint, if you're Summertown, you cannot just shut the offense down here. There's way too much of this game left. You've got to go with intent of adding to this lead. This Harpeth team, they're talented. They can score on you. They show that. They come out here with a quick strike right up the gut.
And they've got a little momentum. Their defense pretty much pinned the ears back there that last possession. Summertown ran it 3 straight times, and I don't know if we netted a yard.
Yep.
False Summertown's not going to help themselves now as we're going to get a false start. So instead of 1st and 10, we'll have 1st and 15. Now's not a time to blow up.
Yeah, it's last thing you need right there is get behind the sticks.
Handing it off to Love. Trying to power ahead, but not going to get much there. You can see this Harpeth defense is showing a little bit more life than they had the whole first half. A little more excitement there.
Well, and Summertown did a good job early on in mixing up their play calling, you know, with screen passes and everything else. And now they've just kind of settled into just, you know, the conservative handoff type offense. And
which to Summertown's credit, Love peeled off a lot of yards, hits after carry.
Yeah.
Yardage after hit. He's going to power ahead and make something out of nothing there. He gets close to the original line of scrimmage. But it'll still be 3rd and 10. Clock is rolling. We're at the 4-minute mark right now.
Unless you pull off a miraculous 11 yards here on 3rd down, you're probably looking at giving this football back to Harpeth.
I don't know how tired he is, but I may be trying to tie Brian on one of those screen outs or an end around right here and just see what he can do in open space.
Yeah.
You do have Brian out to the left with Stoll beside him, Niehaus out to the right. Brian is in motion. They're going to hand it off to Brian on the reverse. He's got to make one man miss. He cuts it up the middle, but he's not going to get anywhere as he's tackled down at the original line of scrimmage.
Well, and Harpeth did a great job that time of stringing out that sideline.
Yeah.
They forced him back inside, which is what you got to do. They had plenty of men waiting. I think they were thinking kind of along the lines of us, Glenn. I think they knew what was coming.
Kind of figured you'd have to try at some point.
Yep.
In 6 plays, put it in his hands at least once, and they, like as you said, they sniffed that out.
Yep.
So Summertown going to have to punt it away for the 2nd straight time, and right now all the momentum is in Harpeth's favor.
And unless you get a really good kick or a muffed punt or something here, you're looking at Harpeth probably getting this football inside of in Summertown's own part of the field. So.
Uh-oh. All right. Play clock was running low, so the play clock does work at this time.
Yep.
We will go by it.
And when you're putting this deep in your territory, those 5 yards add up.
Yeah, I mean
he's moved
your
up
return
now
man's
almost
now
to
at the
midfield.
45.
Yep.
Low snap. Hoffman has to scramble to get it, but he does. Gets a good bounce for Summertown, but it is picked up by Perry. Perry makes one man miss, and he's across the 40, at the 30, down the sideline, down around the 25-yard lines where you go out. So great starting position for Harpeth.
I'll tell you who.
All right, now, Will, you can't be this negative all the time. Quit acting like Timmy Kinnick.
I'll tell you who did a great job right there, Clint. I don't know if you saw it, but Summertown had one man there who had a good shot at that tackle, and the Harpeth guy could have easily blocked him in the back, and he peeled off. That's good discipline right there to not do that.
Well, because you know you're going to have it. Even if he gets tackled and goes down, you get it midfield.
Yeah, they're in business right now. I mean, they're inside of Summertown's 30.
All right. Same setup, Penrod with Sims to his right, out of the shotgun. Got Perry in motion, going to hand it off to Perry. Now the double reverse. Summertown has snuffed it out. Good. Oh, thought we had a tackle there by Summertown, but they let him go. And all of a sudden, Blake Allison's going to make something out of nothing. Man, Miles Green had him wrapped up in the backfield, but he just couldn't hold on to him.
Well, that's athleticism, number one, to get away from all that. You got to give that kid credit. But, man, those are tackles you've got to have. I mean, you
and gets a first down out of it.
Well, you basically went from probably second down and 15 or 16.
Yep.
That tackled that dude in the backfield to now a first down. I mean, those are killers, man.
First and 10, ball in the 18.
You've got to make those plays.
Tell you what, if you're Summertown right here, I don't know that at worst you're just trying not to make sure it's fourth quarter before Harpeth scores. Penrod going to fire it out on the screen out to his left. He's got a man there. He's got a block. Got another block. Power down close to the goal line. They're going to say he's down, short of it, but they don't have far to go.
Well,
Harpeth all of a sudden moving at will. I tell you what, Harpeth looks a little woke up. You think this may be one of those classic cases they underestimated Summertown, and Summertown was up, and they had to go to halftime and get woke up?
I think it's a combination. I think Harpeth has woken up. Number one, I think they had a lot of things early on, not go their way, but also too, you got Summertown basically just sleptwalk through this third quarter.
Right. All right.
I mean, so.
First and goal, ball on the one. Under center is Penrod. He's going to power ahead for the touchdown.
Yep. They're right where they need to be right now, Clint. I think if you'd have told them this is going to be a 5-point game headed into the fourth, I think they would take that in a heartbeat at halftime. They're right where they want to be.
Going to bring on just on the extra point because the 2-point version would still have you down 4. So going to try to make this extra point and only be down 5. Snap's good, holds good, kick is good. Just like that, it's a 25-20 game. Harpeth is pressing. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the X Sports Network.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
If you're just now joining us, Summertown led it 25-12 at halftime, and Hickman County is peeled off. 25-7 at halftime. Hickman County has peeled off 13 straight points, and it's cut the lead to 25-20 with 48 seconds to go here in the third. Summertown's went 3 and out, both offensive possessions they've got, and I don't know if we've gained a yard at them. So high pooch kick. Summertown did not call for a fair catch. They've got it and powering ahead, so Summertown will at least have the best start field position they've had here in this second half. Let's see if they can get their offense going. Adam, we did try to open it up on that 3rd down and 10 on the reverse to Ty Bryant, but Hickman County's defense, you got to give them credit. They snuffed it out and didn't let him gain an inch.
Yeah.
So do you try throwing the ball now? Because I think I think you've got to realize now that you can't milk the clock and win this football game.
Well, and bottom line is Summertown hasn't really thrown a ball down the field tonight, if you really think about it. Now, they throw screen passes that went for 60 yards.
Right.
They haven't thrown the ball down the field. They're loading that box up.
Summertown just broke the huddle with 12 players, and we're going to get called for it. How does that happen?
But like we were saying, Clint, they are loading that box up. Summertown hasn't really thrown a ball in the air over 10 yards down the field tonight, other than long runs off screen passes. They're daring them at this point. And I don't care how good you are, you're running with a loaded box like that. You got to keep teams honest.
Here's the other thing. You can't have a 5-yard disadvantage head start for Harpeth. Going to hand it off to Love. He's going to try to turn the edge. Not going to get much out of it. Going to go out of bounds.
And you know Harpeth, they're actually not even putting a safety back deep now. They're loaded up man to man on every receiver.
I think they're going to dare Summertown to throw it.
They
deep.
are. They don't have any deep safeties. Even their safeties are up in the box just to help with the run.
Got another whistle, but I don't know what she's for. Okay.
Yeah, the clock, he went out of bounds at 35 seconds. Evidently, the clock ran on down to 23, so it looks like they're waiting on to get it fixed.
I think they're saying put it at 41. 31 seconds. Okay, 31. So that was what it was. I'll say this, boys. If it's Ricky Haddock running that scoreboard, it'd already be halfway through the fourth right now. I used to get tickled calling games, and Coach Haddock be running that scoreboard, and ball would go out of bounds in about 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Would keep going off that clock.
Well, he had other things to do now.
Get outside and smoke.
Yeah.
Hand it off. Love's got a little running room that time. He's going to get about half of it there. Make it third and manageable. Got to know what you're running here if you're Summertown, and you cannot have a penalty. I think Summertown will probably let this run into the fourth quarter, and they will. Not even trying to get a play in, and that's where we'll go with them. We'll be back for fourth and final quarter action when we come back. Get ready. 1 minute. We'll be back here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, we can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour, along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make your job as easy as possible. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit Lawrenceburg.
All right, 12 minutes to go here in the contest. Summertown leading at 25-20, but it's been all Harpeth here in this second half. Stoll in the shotgun, trying to get a hard count, maybe get Harpeth jump. Nothing happened. Going to hand off to Love again. He's going to power forward, not much there. Does get some positive yards, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
Could be the decision of the game right here, Clint. You punt the ball back to Harpeth after they've basically marched right down the field on you back-to-back times.
Well, I mean, do you take a chance on giving it to them here? I might do a hard count and see if I can get them to jump since it's 4th and 4, but I don't know. I do know that Stoll is he's still banged up. I know that right hand is hurting, and he has a hard time throwing, especially deep. So that may be why Summertown's not throwing it deep. But we're on to punt is Hoffman. Got it. Pretty good one. If Summertown gets somebody down there to field it, looks like Perry was going to try to return it. But he doesn't. He just lets it go. So good punt there as Harpeth will have to take over around the 24-yard line. 11:06 to go. Summertown needing their first stop here this second half.
You've really got to bear down here, Clint. This is big. Harpeth right now with all the momentum. If you could get a turnover here will be huge.
Penrod in the shotgun. Sims beside him, going to hand off to Sims. Sims, who's got a long touchdown run already, he's going to get a good first down run there, get about 8 out of it.
I'm going to tell you, if you're Harpeth, at this point, we were talking about them going to the air earlier on. At this point, I don't know if you do that. I mean, the way you've been running the football, the second half has been the issue for Summertown's defense this year, of course, with the fatigue and everything. I don't know if you just don't keep pounding this thing. You've got the whole quarter.
And even on this drive, if you have to punt it, you're still going to have plenty of time to stop Summertown and get it back.
Yeah, for sure, because at least so far in this half, they haven't really shown they could really move the football on you.
All right,
we'll see.
Penrod in the shotgun. Same setup, same formation. 2 receivers out to the left, 2 to the right. Penrod's going to keep it this time. He's going to plow ahead. He's got the first down and then some. He's across the 40-yard line. Another first down for Harpeth. Summertown 7-3 that time. Clock is running. We're under 10 minutes to go. Plenty of time left for either team. Summertown still looking for their first down of the second half. Harpeth still pushing. Going to hand it off on the end around. Going to get plenty out of it. About 9 out of it is number 24, Otis LaRouche.
Just a few plays, Clint. They're already at midfield here.
Ball on the 50. Yeah, 3 plays, Adam.
Yep.
Summertown looks tired, and you can't blame them because about every kid we've got has to play both sides of the football.
Yep.
Two receivers left, 2 to the right. Penrod. Rolling to his left, looking to throw, but now he's going to tuck it and he's going to run. Good tackle there by number 17, Jeffrey Stoll. Penrod goes down, but not until he got the first down. So move those sticks. Lawrence County has just scored again. They lead it by 20, 26-20. Loretta up 35-7. Handing it off there to Carson Mock. He's going to plow ahead. Adam, they're just getting 8 and 9 on every carry.
They're getting chunks, and they're pretty much getting them at will. They're blowing Summertown off the line now. I mean, it looks like they're just the fatigue is pretty much finally starting to set in. But yeah, they're grabbing 8, 9-yard chunks at a time now. If you're Summertown, you need to just have somebody step up here and rip a football loose, something. Somebody's got to step up here and make a play to kind of stop the bleeding here, or you're fixing to be losing a football game.
Penrod's going to hand it off that time to Sims. Summertown does stand him up. And according to this line judge, it's going to be 3rd and very short. You know it's 4-down territory here, the way you're moving the football if you're Harpeth. So I think if Summertown, at best, you hope you can just make it 4th and short where the clock will just keep running.
Yeah. Well, if I'm Harpeth, the way I've been moving the ball on the ground, like you said, Clint, I'm sitting here thinking I've got 2 downs to get virtually 2 yards.
Right.
And you got the guys that are doing it. They've done a great job the second half pounding the football.
Penrod out of the shotgun. Sims beside him. Mock beside him, LaRouche in motion, looking back to throw. Lets it go. Receiver slips.
I don't.
So that will stop the fight. Well, here's why they threw it at them, because they were going for it 4th and 2. They were going to take a chance on a home run there. It's the only thing I can think.
I understand it too, though. I understand what you're saying, Clint, 100%. But do you want to put it all on one play to get 2 yards? Bad snaps. Anything go wrong here.
Yeah.
And the way, but the only thing is the way you've been moving the football this whole half. It's hard to believe. I think they've gotten 5 yards on every run play they've ran this half.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I think if you're Summertown, you've got to sell out on Penrod or Mock.
I think you
running this football. Going to get a timeout. Harpeth wants to talk it over. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the X Sports Network.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
All right, 4th and 2. Big down if you're Summertown, big down if you're Harpeth. Summertown trying to get a stop in the ball back with 7:10 to go. Summertown jumped, but I think they got back. They're not going to call it. They will have the first down, does Harpeth. Got a good block.
They're going to get
pushing it all the way down to about the 10. There's number 16, Landon Perry. I was real shocked that that Harpeth has thrown it the last 2 downs, but when it works like that, there's not much you can say.
Well,
Summertown's got a man hurt. That's big number 57, Tyler Barnett. He's coming off limping. That's a big body not to have on that defensive line here in this stand.
Yep.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 10. Going to keep it is Penrod, plowing ahead. Going to be short of the first down, but not before he can get across the 5.
Spotted at about the 3-yard line. 2nd down, goal to goal.
6.5 to go. Clock's running. But we're not worried about the clock right now. Summertown's got to get a stop, or they've only got 3 yards to go, does Harpeth. Penrod's got it again. Going to hand it up the middle to Mock. Powering forward. Don't see a touchdown signal yet, so it'll be short again, but it's got to be right there close, Adam.
Showing he's about – yeah. He's right there from the 1 or 2 yard line, Clint. He's right there.
Powering forward is Malk.
He's in.
And he's in. For the first time tonight with 5:38 to go, Harpeth takes its first lead of the contest, as it's been all Harpeth here in this second half. They are moving the ball at will, and Summertown still doesn't have a first down. Adam, they're behind now. They'll have to get a first down now.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see if this offense can wake up. But as good as they looked in that first half, there hasn't been anything shown this second half to believe any different right now. They're going to have to change my mind for sure. We were talking a few minutes ago. It has to be. I don't know if they've got 10 yards of total offense this half. I don't remember the ball really even moving much at all.
What do we got here? Look like Harpeth's going to go for 2. Now they're going to talk about it. I can see why they go for 2, make it at least where a field goal just ties. But they're going to take a timeout and talk about it. We will too. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the X Sports Network.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street next to the courthouse.
There are now more ways to save at QuickMart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at QuickMart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit Fuel Rewards.
All All right, back at it. Harpeth has just taken the lead, 26-25. They'll be going for a 2-point conversion to try to make it a field goal game. Adam, when they came out earlier, they had a weird setup. They had Penrod not behind center, and they've got the same setup. They've got Perry kind of in the shotgun all by himself back here.
Well, they're playing.
You think they're going to drop kick it?
I think they're going to go for something off the wall here. I think they're a very confident team, and they should be the way they've been playing the second half. I'm curious what they'll do here.
Did offensive linemen not just stand up? Oh, never mind. They must not have been set already. All right, running to the right, looking for the pass, tipped away and intercepted by Summertown. Summertown dropped it. We do have a flag on the play. You would think that would be a hold as far back as that was.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Illegal motion.
A little motion. That penalty is declined.
Well, like you said, Clint, there was a lot going on with that play. There was a lot going on.
All right. So, as we'd said, Summertown's led all night and played a great ball game, Adam, or played a great first half.
They played a great half.
I think we've probably got total 10 yards here in the second half. So whether you want to or not now, only 5:38 to go, you're still looking for your first down in the second half. You're going to have to open up your playbook and take some chances.
Well, football is a very difficult game, and it's just hard to fire an offense up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not just something you can start and stop whenever you want to. And right now, they really haven't done anything offensively this entire half, and Harpeth's got a ton of confidence. They're stacking the box. They're forcing Summertown to try to move the football. Summertown's just basically pounding into that line, and Harpeth's just loading everyone up in the box. You would think Summertown's going to have to try to open this thing up if they're going to move the football.
37-7, Loretto leads. Lawrence County's opened it up. They're 35-6 at Spring Hill. Trying to make it perfect in the county. Summertown can march down the field and get a score here. Kickoff's up and away, and it goes through the hands. Summertown, number 0, William Wright. Bryant's got it, and he's going to try to make something out of nothing. Pushing it up the sideline. Good job by Ty Bryant just going back and getting that, and at least getting it to around the 35, around the 30.
Clint, you have no idea how big that play might be. If Summertown is to come back, have a miraculous comeback here and win this thing, that could be actually the play of the night. If you don't make that play, you're probably starting inside your own 10.
Yeah.
And hopefully they don't recover the football.
Right. Now what do we got? I'm going to change out footballs. We didn't change out footballs. All right. So scratch that. Summertown have to reset. Need to play their cleanest football yet, Adam. Does Summertown. Stoll, shotgun. Handing off to Love. Trying to run off the right edge. Summertown missed a block there. Or Love probably could have broke something off a little more.
It's going to get about 3.
Positive yards, nothing else, because you got to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah.
So don't go backwards. Man, even John Daniels over there has lost his mojo. You hear how depressed he sounds?
Yeah, I know.
Sound like he's giving a eulogy over there. It's our public address. All right, Stoll out of the shotgun again. Got a man in motion. That's Couch. Going to hand it off. No, Stoll's going to keep it on the keeper. Running on the right side. He's got some running room. Going to be close to the first down, depending on the spot.
They're going to give it to him, I think. Yeah.
Referee says move the change. First down, Summertown. Their first of the second half. And they picked a great time to get it. 4:42 to go in the contest.
Hey, and that's a great decision by Stoll. Not only do you get your first down, you get out of bounds, stop the clock, don't risk a crazy turnover by having it ripped out. That's a good job by that young man. Smart decision.
Bryant and Stoll out to the left. Niehaus to the right. Summertown just jumped, and my goodness, boys. Got to fix the penalties, fellas. Instead of 1st and 10, be 1st and 15.
First down 15. Ball on 38-yard line.
And that's the thing you just can't afford, Clint. Not this team. Not as well as they played tonight. Those are just things those are drive killers a lot of times. Hopefully they can overcome them.
Handing off to Love again, and he is swarmed in the backfield. You know, as good as that we bragged on that offensive line in the first half, they can't hold Harpeth up at all here in this second half. And that's going to be a tackle for loss, make it 2nd down and about 17 now.
Well, and I'll just go ahead and tell you, too, Clint, I'm 99.9% sure Harpeth's sending more men than they could even block.
Right.
There's no respect at this point for the pass game. I think we've thrown one pass maybe the second half. They're just loading that box up and firing away. There's nowhere for Summertown to go.
Stoll, shotgun. Running to his left, trying to just find something. He's going to be ate up and tackled for another loss.
Yep. Yeah,
that hand's got to be more messed up than we know, because I mean we're not even trying to drop back and throw the ball downfield.
No. Especially considering you probably at least you had over 100 passing yards for sure, right? First half with the long one that Bryant broke.
3:35, 3rd and 17. Summertown's going to have to get in some urgency, but they're going to have to get some positive yards, because we'll be going for it on 4th down. I'm going to throw a flare out to Love, and he'll drop it. It will be a forward pass. So this is your ball game now if you're Summertown. The clock is running on an incomplete pass, but it did finally stop.
Do you punt the football here, Clint? You got all 3 timeouts. I mean, look, what are the chances you're making 4th and 17, considering you probably don't have 17 yards in the second half?
Yeah.
I think you punt the football and hope to goodness for maybe a fumble or something crazy. You've got all your timeouts.
And looks like that's where we're going with.
Yeah. I mean, you're not making this. They're under what world do you think you're going to make 4th and 17 the way this second half is going? I think it's a good call.
Will just got a message from your stepdaughter, but I can't repeat what she says. He's a little vulgar.
My stepdaughter?
No, Will's.
I was going to say, I don't even
They're going to fake it. Couch got it. He swarmed up. Couch tried to just take the snap and go.
Yep. Unbelievable.
Tale of two halves, as Harpeth is on the second half, Summertown on the first. The difference is Harpeth did score 7 points in the first half. Summertown has not picked up but 1 first down in the second half, and they've just turned the ball over on downs. You do have 3 timeouts if you're Summertown. You probably are pretty sure that Harpeth is not going to put the ball in the air at them. You got to sell out here and bring the house.
You have to sell out and have 11 kids trying to rip that football out from whoever has it in their hands.
First play to Sims. He's going to power forward, get a good first down run, get about 6 out of it.
And if you're Harpeth, if you're a coach, you're telling their backs to secure that football with 2 hands, run hard, but don't do anything crazy to risk it, because you've worked your tail off to get back up and take a lead in this game.
Listen, I don't know anything about the coach, and he's coached a real good second half, but Harpeth throws this football, I'm going to do everything I can to get him fired.
Well, but I'll tell you what a gutsy call was on that 4th and 2, Clint, on that pass.
Good screen out to your best receiver, yes. and they executed. That is the difference.
Well, you got to have faith in your kids to call that play. That was a great job.
Hand it up to Malk. He's going to power forward. I think he's got the first down. Yeah, he darn sure does now as the push keeps going.
Yeah, he pretty much
Summertown can stop the clock, but they didn't use the timeout after that one, so now they'll have to use it if they can keep Harpeth from getting a first down.
Well, in a perfect world, what Summertown wants to do is hold Harpeth to 0, a negative gain, or a 1-yard gain before they call it. But Harpeth's just ripping off 5, 6, 7 yards at a time. And
Summertown does finally use their first timeout. 2:07 to go, so you've got to get 3 stops here. Kind of shocked we used that on first down, though.
Yeah, I think you let them run the play there probably and hopefully get a stop. But
Of course, the clock was going to start, as soon as the referee signaled for it. But 2:07 to go. If you're just tuning in to see the final score, it was all Summertown in the first half, Harpeth in the second. Summertown's just struggled here in this second half. Maybe only have 20 total yards of positive yards offensively and only 1 first down. Lots of penalties and turnovers on downs. Harpeth's kind of looked like the team that almost beat Mount Pleasant here in this second half, Adam.
Yeah, they have.
All right, Penrod in the shotgun. Sims side him to his right. Going to fake it to Sims. Penrod's going to keep it. Summertown's going to get a tackle for the law. No. I think Summertown's going to get tagged with a face mask. That's the only flag I could see coming in on that tackle.
That's what it'll be. He initialed it. He gave the sign for a face mask, that end man. I got a feeling, Clint, you're right. That's what's coming. And if, depending on the way he was pulled down, that might be an automatic first down or close to it. We'll see, but
tough break for Summertown. They finally get a stop. Had 2 people on the tackle, but Summertown's going to get tagged with a face mask. So now Summertown with only 2 timeouts and 2:02 to play. Going to be tough going now if you're Summertown.
The penalties in the second half, Clint, have been huge. The one a few minutes ago to put you back behind the sticks, and there was one earlier in the half to put you back against your own goal line that hurt. And that one's a killer, too.
Yeah. Only chance now Summertown's got is a turnover.
Yeah.
They can stop the clock twice, but they're going to have to go the length of the field.
Answer me a question, Clint. Do you let them score?
I don't think you can let them score a touchdown. That puts you down 2 scores.
Well, you're down a point, and hopefully they don't hit an extra point.
Yeah.
I mean, and really, maybe you can block an extra point and keep it an 8-point game.
Yeah, just kind of play low Olay and let them just walk in the end zone and just hope that they miss an extra point, even though they haven't came close to it yet.
But also know, too, it's high school football. Who knows, right? A bumbled snap.
Summertown will use their second timeout. They only have 1 remaining, 2nd down and 7, minute 34 to go in the contest.
So Summertown only has 1 timeout remaining, correct, Clint?
Yes. Both teams with 1 timeout each. Of course, I'd say Harpeth's not going to use it unless they get up on the line and it's 3rd and inches or 4th and inches and they don't see something they like.
If you hold Harpeth here to minimal gain before they get to 3rd down, that you're going to have about a minute 25 left on the clock if you call your next time out with a 3rd down. You still have to figure Harpeth's going to go on 3rd and 4th down.
Yep.
Worst case is you don't get it and you give Summertown the football inside their own 10 with minimal time left, which you got to like your chances there if you're Harpeth.
All right, out of the shotgun, going to hand it off. That's Sims trying to run around the edge. He's got a blocker. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Harpeth. Maybe in the best case scenario, as me and Adam was just touching.
That may not be the worst thing in the world, but what you got to hope for here is you need to do everything you can to sell out to try to block this kick or pray for a fumbled snap or something.
Pray for a bad snap.
Yeah. That may be your best chance, especially the way Harpeth has controlled the football this second half. It's highly unlikely you were stopping them anyway.
I will say this, Adam. If I'm Harpeth, no matter what happens here, if they kick it to Ty Bryant, I'd kick it out of bounds before I kick Ty Bryant, because right now that's probably the best chance Summertown's got. Kicks up, kicks good.
That should be your ball game right there.
As we'd said, it is now. It's just still an 8-point lead. Is that right?
Yeah, it's an 8-point game.
Yeah, but it was 26, so now it's 33. So it is an 8-point game. Summertown still.
You're still
there. You got to score and you got to have a 2-point conversion, but
you're where
I think you got a better chance at it that they did score than you would if they hadn't.
Yeah, I think you did right there, and I don't know if they necessarily let them score, but I think it worked out probably to your advantage the way the second half has gone. Let's see what happens. You got a minute and a half, and also Summertown was able, I think, to hold on to one timeout.
Yep.
Through all that. So you do have a timeout. You've got playmakers. You might have to bring a little trickeration out here.
I wonder, Schaefer is your backup freshman quarterback. I wonder if he can throw it right-handed.
But, of course, he's got a cast on his hand.
Is Schaefer left-handed?
He can't feel the snap. He can't take it.
Okay.
He can't move his left hand.
Will, people can't hear what you're saying because you won't wear a headset. Okay?
We're going to force him to start wearing one from now on. He does a great
Squib
job.
kick. They're going to try to keep it away from Bryant. Love will come up and get it. He's going to be taken down at around the 25. So Summertown with only one timeout, 1:21 to go on the clock. Need to score a touchdown and then make a 2-point conversion.
Hey, you've got playmakers on the field.
Well, I knew when I asked that, I knew Schaefer had his whole left hand and he was going to have a hard time catching a snap or something, but I didn't know if he might could rub back. If he could catch it, hey, let the running back catch it and then hand it off.
Well, it may reach the point to where I don't need a quarterback. I just need somebody that can throw it a long way. If you can catch a snap and chunk it, that may be what I need.
I don't know what options we got right now.
You've got playmakers, and I'm sure Coach has worked on these situations. There's plays he's got in place here. Let's see if you can execute one.
All right. Quick out to Love. Love getting dragged down.
He's going to stay in bounds.
They're going to run the clock because he was tackled in bounds. So Summertown's going to have to get a lot more urgent than they are right now.
Well, not exactly the play when you're needing 75 yards is a 3-yard out. So
that may be all he can throw. Like I said, I don't know how banged up Stoll is. Going to screen out this time to Love on the opposite side. Makes a couple of men miss. Then he's tackled down. Summertown will probably have to use their last timeout now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Clint. I don't know about his health. Yeah. But you got to do something. That clock is rolling, and you got precious seconds rolling here in Summertown. It's just not in a hurry.
Screen out to Love again. And on the outside, as he's right up for loss, Summertown have to use their last time out. Aren't we? Going to use our last time
that
out?
Clock's not stopping, and nobody's using it. My goodness.
All right, so this is your game. 3, 2. Going to hand it off to Love. He'll go down, and that's how the contest will end. Summertown lose it 33-25. Valiant effort, especially in the first half by Summertown. We'll be back with our final thoughts and sending her home here in about 1 minute. Stay with us. All right, Summertown loses homecoming here. Valiant effort, especially in the first half. Summertown had the lead 25-7, but it was all Harpeth here in the second half. Had them, I think we touched on it. I think Harpeth probably came in here a little overconfident. Summertown came in here a little pumped up and executed well.
Yep.
But I think Harpeth found herself in the second half, and Summertown just couldn't get anything going offensively and couldn't get a stop on defense. Doesn't get any easier. Next week, Summertown on the road at Waverly. So, Adam, how do you try to regroup if it's your team that you feel like you put out the best effort you've had this season, especially offensively, and still came up short there in the end?
Well, I think there's a lot of things to build on, for sure. That first half of football was by far, and you touched on it too, Clint, some of the best football we've seen this team play in a long time. It's definitely something to build on. But this is the perfect example of those saying, grabbing defeat from the jaws of victory
Right.
or something like that. That's what we did tonight.
We snatched defeat
snatched
out of the jaws
defeat
of
from the
victory.
jaws of victory. You know, like I said, you don't get, unfortunately, if we don't win a game this year, we're not going to, I told Will, you know, we're not going to get, our record's not going to be 0.5 and 8.5, right? You got to win a whole game. Great things, but, man, it's heartbreaking here, man. I don't know if I wouldn't rather just get beat 58-0 than have this, you know. But no, a lot of good things tonight.
Well, here's what you can take away. Ty Bryant, senior, his last homecoming game. Ty Bryant had 3 touchdowns. Ty Bryant had himself a night. You had some other kids. Logan Love had a great first half.
He did.
Running the football. So you have some kids that we've got to give some credit to that made some really good things happen. That defense played really good in that first half, came away with some turnovers and did some good things. So, you know, we don't want to talk all negative on a team that we don't want to kick a team that's already down. So, with that being said, we don't know, Will, right, if we're going to be broadcasting next week from Waverly. So, we know the next one it'll be at home. We're home and away for the rest of the year, every other weekend. So, we know at least in 2 weeks, me and Adam will be right back here on this call.
Yeah.
All right. Big shout out and good luck to our Lady Eagle volleyball team as they'll be in action tomorrow in Franklin in the tournament. Getting ready for district tournament start. We're a week away from that. Also, good luck to our golf teams who start district tournament Monday. Tune in next week to Exports Live. I think we're going to do our show live from the fair if you guys want to come join us and eat some fair food and stuff. So, for Adam Lindsay, for our technical man extraordinaire, Mr. Will Pettis, this is Clint Brazier saying so long from homecoming, everybody. Everybody have fun at the fair.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.